Hey there, so today we have another review. This is courtesy of Stefan. Thank you so much. This is 2015 Bourbon County. This is the oldest. Whoa, look at that guy. Look at that guy. That's what that bottle cap looks like. Interesting. 2015, I believe I'm pretty sure this is the first bottling in the large bottles. Because I remember 2014 barley wine. Yeah, I want to say I'm correct. Maybe I'm wrong. This is the oldest bottle of the Bourbon County he gave me. I mean, we're on 11 years, right? That's crazy. Let's take this guy. Crazy. Look at this thing. Jesus. Pitch black, beautiful. Smells pretty good. Bourbon, chocolate, booze. A lot of booze on this guy. How big was this? This wasn't even a big one. 13.7 on regular Bourbon County. I want to say the more recent vintages are like 15.5 plus. Or 14.5 plus. 13.7 seems really low. But yeah. Chocolate, umami, some vanilla, booze, bourbon. A little bit of like ashy character, but definitely some of that tired, almost like mulchy woodsiness. Definitely some dark fruit too, but taking a little seat back on the aromatics. Wow. That's what Bourbon County tastes like at 11 years old. Interesting. The carb has definitely seemed to take a little bit of backseat then. This is never really a super carb beer. It's not falling apart, but it's definitely past its prime. It's a little bit thin and boozy. So up front, brown sugar, muscovado sugar, treacle, a little bit of like almost like molasses, a lot of molasses going on. It's almost got this like light bitterness to it. So it's a flavor of sweetness. But the beer actually doesn't really come off that sweet. It's got this like bitter, burnt flavor and molasses and stuff going on. Definitely noticeable bourbon. A little bit of heat going down. Not as big of a beer, right? We're talking, I mean, I don't know if people can notice, but, you know, full percentage point away from what I'm used to. Vanilla. Almost vanilla extracty. The fun thing about Bourbon County is how integrated everything is. Vanilla, the barrel offering you vanilla flavors onto the beer. This one actually comes off as like, vanilla extract is literally just booze and vanilla, right? Or whatever clear spirit they use. This has a little bit of that going on. Some ashy woodsiness going on in the back end. A little bourbon. Again, things are just not as cohesive as when fresh, and then they're a little bit disjointed. The beer just has the roasty and chocolate flavors are really tamed down. It's more umami, shiitake mushroom. I mean, obviously there's some chocolate in here, but like no more of that kind of espresso, bright, pretty, dark roast flavor. All that roast with age has really tampered down and is really showing more umami, booze, vanilla, wood character, oxidative character. Yeah. And then a little bit of that kind of like vanilla character, but the richness in the roast and the complexity of the malts has really died away. 11 years old. Honestly, it still tastes freaking good. It tastes really freaking good. A little bit of dark fruit. Yeah, I mean, how about this? Do not age your Bourbon County this long. There's no reason to do that. Like, I remember my peaks having had this beer, like, you know, one of my favorite beers and obviously accessible too. I mean, again, I was really shocked by how good even like a 8-ish year bottle is. But again, I find the peak, even with age, is like 2, 3, 4 maybe. 5's a stretch. You push it to 11. It's very impressive how great this tastes at 11 years old, but definitely not worth it. Even, strangely enough, no, same amount of residual kind of like puckering, not puckering, but like sticky sweetness. It's that lip test that you can do with Bourbon County, like, right? Just like drink, let your lips dry, and you could feel the amount of sugar sticking onto your lips. Rating? Yeah, it's got this like vanilla extract marshmallowy thing, which is not like, again, usually it's like cohesive into the beer, but like it's like sort of like, again, you could see the beer sort of splitting away in flavors, whereas usually it's like a cohesive monster where everything is just melding and mixing, and your palate's always looking for like, oh, where's that hit? Where here it's like a little bit just like disjointed. That's what happens when you age beer. It doesn't always it never really, well, yeah, sometimes it does hit a little bit of like cohesive character, but then it falls apart eventually, and that it's past its prime. Definitely surprised that this beer is this good at 11 years old. I would have guessed this beer was 7, 8. Over a decade, this beer still tastes that good. Then again, that's how freaking good this beer is. So I'm not really that shocked. I mean, you still, I despite it, me like talking about why it has flaws for Bourbon County, this still beats like 90. I would argue still beats like 99%, or let's say 95% of the bourbon barrel aged stout market. Like this bottle right here is still that good that it still destroys like most people are producing. I don't know if that's actually true, but this is my guess. I don't know. Like. 97. Still insanely good. Until next time, cheers. That might be the oldest bottle. I mean, maybe at some point in my life, yeah, I'll probably find a bottle or do a tasting or something. But 11 years old, 97, still very, very fantastic. Until next time, cheers later.